Meet Teresa Flores. As a child, she was a victim of human sex trafficking after she met her trafficker in her new school of Birmingham, Michigan. According to David A. Feingold, in an article titled Human Trafficking in 2005, in China, human sex trafficking is due to the lack of women and their preference in male offspring. In a Film for Humanity's video titled Opium Brides, trafficking in Afghanistan is due to drugs and money. If they can't repay their debt, they are forced to sell their daughters into the sex trade. Although the majority of human sex trafficking is found in foreign countries, recent news shows that we have some cases here in the United States. Who do you guys think is targeted for sex trafficking? Women? Men? Children? Would it surprise you to know it's all three of them? So nobody in this room is safe. Human sex trafficking violates many, Human sex trafficking violates many personal rights, and although it makes up a fraction of the human trafficking business, it is still important to step in and do what's necessary to help these people. First, I will talk about the problem in which people get abducted, raped, and beaten. Then I will speak on the reasons onto which this problem exists, such as poverty and drugs. Lastly, I will present some ways that we can come together and help fight against human sex trafficking. Imagine leaving your hometown with somebody that you trust only to be sold, beaten, and raped. Trading or selling someone for sex is violating and demeaning, and it could really scar someone for life. The simple things in everyday life, shopping, driving, working, can really be a struggle to men, women, and children. Being sold as a piece of property, beaten, and sexually assaulted should not be accepted as a form of life. Oops. According to Wheaton and Shower in an article titled Economics of Human Sex Trafficking, in 2010, the human trafficking business is on the rise and expected to exceed the drug and weapon business. Now that I talked about the problems, go ahead and talk about the causes. Poverty and the search for a better life and the lack of employment opportunities are all reasons as to why this issue exists. The lack of job availability has caused people to search for a way to provide for their families, all while blindly trusting somebody that offers them these opportunities. The search for a better life causes people to travel across the world for a light at the end of the tunnel, but they don't always find that. Now that we talked about the cause and the problem, I want to present some solutions that we can do to help fight against sex trafficking. Unfortunately, we live in a society where we don't think that the people who have gone through these beatings and being drugged and being sexually assaulted, we don't see them as victims. We live in a society where we think that anything and anybody can be purchased. I think that we can start by acknowledging that these people are victims. The mentally and emotionally wounded won't be afraid to speak up, and they'll be able to put their trust into the law and know that it's set in place to protect them. In the video titled Not My Life, Susan Bissell, Chief of Child Protection Section in UNICEF, comments, "The director shows us why and where children are trafficked and abused, helps us understand how to prevent it, how to respond to those who need our help. Not My Life will change the way we see our lives in some very fundamental ways." By attending rallies or donating to organizations such as UNICEF, we can make a difference. Now that I have presented you the problem, cause, and solution to human sex trafficking, I want to wrap up this speech. First, I talked about why human sex trafficking is a problem. Secondly, I discussed the causes of this disgusting trade. And lastly, I presented you with solutions that are feasible. If we get to live a life where we make the rules of our own lives, why can't everybody? Human sex trafficking is growing steadily and rapidly and has reached the US, so let's go ahead and take steps to help combat being violated. Before I end the speech, I want to leave you guys with a thought. Imagine being Teresa Flores, living that life every day before you are even considered an adult. Imagine the word no doesn't exist in your line of work. As Teresa, what would you say to a group of people who can change that? Thank you.